Hey people, you found the HillBilly Voodoo channel. For my regular viewers, we got something a little bit different today. And for those of you just finding us, well, we got something that's different, but not different to you. This here is my topsoil screen trommel Rube Goldberg type device here. Around these parts, topsoil is kind of a precious commodity. And as you can see, we have boulders and rocks pretty much everywhere, and grass doesn't really like to grow in those. So the current prices of topsoil per yard are $120 a yard plus delivery, and I can't really see me spending money on buying dirt because I don't really buy anything, or try not to anyways. So let's go a little around my homemade random pile of ground obtainium topsoil machine here and show you what it's all about. First off, we got a large chunk of piling, steel piling casing that I've cut big holes in and put screen in those holes. That big chunk of piling is mounted inside with some pipe out to a shaft that runs all the way through with a bearing supporting each end. This thing goes round and round, tumbles the rock in the dirt, all the fine stuff falls out through the bottom to the conveyor belt. Conveyor belt goes shooting out that way, and the dirt piles out there on the other end, and the rocks fall out this end. We got a hopper up on top that I load with the mini excavator. It's just an old smashed up wheelbarrow propped up on there on a chute. All the dirt falls down into the pipe that goes roundy. Of a 90-degree transmission of some type. I think the gear ratio is about 1 to 4, I believe, somewhere in there. Massive pulleys made out of bicycle rims. You don't really have to worry too much about your belt tracking when you got a groove in your pulley that wide. So the one pulley drives our 90-degree into a tire that rubs on the drum, or piling casing if you want to call it. That's what spins it, and then from there we reduce it down to another bicycle rim that drives the conveyor belt that runs underneath. Pretty simple, made out of 100% junk. We got some plywood on the sides here to direct the dirt down onto the belt. An old motor out of a pressure washer that the pump crapped out on. Some pulleys for our belt made out of wood. A little bit of adjustment there. And the belt goes out. Big gnarly dirt goes in the top, and the nice fine dirt comes out the bottom. Shoots out here into a pile that we can scoop it up, and the big rocks fall out the other side. So we'll try to stick you on a tripod here and show you the works in action. So there you go, people. In less than 10 minutes, with all me jumping around like a monkey trying to film it, I got me, oh, I'd say pretty close to half a yard of really nicely finely ground topsoil. That should plant some nice grass. The only problem with this machine is if you're doing stuff with roots and all kinds of random things in it, like I do, you got to stop every once in a while and clean all the stuff out of there. If you're running larger rocks through, like those ones, it sometimes mashes all this stuff up and gets rid of it. But otherwise, you can just keep going until it builds up and fish it out later. For those of you doing permaculture type things, or screening your own compost or your own red wiggler worms, I do run this with a finer mesh inside of these. These are just all bolted in, so I can replace it with a finer mesh so that you can screen out your worms from your compost and stick them back in your compost, and you have nice, perfectly screened compost. Yeah, so that's pretty much just an overview of what I got going on here. If you like this type of content, you should subscribe, because this isn't the only weird machine I got in the yard, and we'll be bringing some more of this weird content to you. If you're already subscribed, give me a thumbs up. Remember, till the next time, use what you got to make what you want. Have a good one.